So I'm not sure I have ever been more scared and more excited at the exact same time. Hey everybody, how you doing? Arnie Cap here, and I'm sitting in an Ashley home store, an empty Ashley home store. And it's just so weird, it's so eerie to be looking around and not see any salespeople walking around, not see any guests walking around, and knowing that as a company, we are trying to recreate ourselves. We're trying to understand what needs to happen next. The entire executive team here, we just watched a Simon Sinek video called These Are Not Unprecedented Times. And if you haven't seen it yet, I put a copy of the video in my playlist, in my YouTube channel. Just go to my playlist, hit coaching, and you'll see a link to that video. And what I can tell you is, for you personally, you need to be doing what your company is doing. Like, you need to be thinking about, what do I do now? If I've lost my job, if I've been put on a furlough, and my company is now going through this process of figuring out how to adjust and recreate or reinvent itself, then you likely may have to do the same thing. I've been in retail for over 40 years, and I've seen this before. And all along the way, we've had to reinvent ourselves. And the ones who couldn't reinvent themselves or wouldn't reinvent themselves essentially went by the wayside. But it's not just retail. Like, you look at industry, like production lines were highly impacted when robotics came in, and all of those jobs that were replaced by robots, people had to reinvent themselves. They had to recreate themselves. So this is not new. This is not unique. I think what's unique about it is that it's happening because of a virus, where creation itself is involved in what's happening, this virus. And so what I know is this: I know that I've never worked harder and I've never worked longer than ever before, but I do know what has to happen. And I do know that if I just sit and lament over what's happening and don't actually recreate, that I'm going to lose my footing. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this in any way, shape, or form. Your story right now is being rewritten by a virus. And whether you want to believe that this is coming from some sort of biblical wrath or cleansing from creation, or you're just a meat suit person and thinks that this is just bum luck, the reality is this is real. You've got to adapt, and you've got to leverage, not lament. You've got to leverage this opportunity and not get stuck in the story of what's happening right now from a woe is me kind of point of view. The company that you work for right now is reinventing itself. It's recreating itself. So look, people right now, we're all praying for things to get back to normal. And what I can tell you is that they will get back to normal, but it's going to be a new normal. It's going to be a new normal. Companies are going to reopen, but they're going to reopen with a redefinition of who they are. People are going to go back to buying stuff. They're just going to change how they buy it. This is an opportunity for you to be thinking, where's my self-worth? How do I establish the ROI that I can provide so that I can earn an income? What's my self-worth? What am I going to be committed to right now in terms of how I recreate myself? What am I going to be committed to? What new disciplines or rituals do I need to put in my life? How do I create awareness of what's happening around me? What training do I need? Like, you might need some retraining or some new educational insights in order for you to adjust what's going on. Who do I need to connect to? Social media is so important right now. Like, LinkedIn is so important right now. And then the bottom line is, seek what makes you happy. I'm Arnie Cap, and you were created from scratch.